Hello, this is cybersecurity expert Reginald Andre with ARC Solvers and doing a live today to give you a update for the week of what has been going on in the IT world as it relates to cybersecurity and protecting your business. So the three topics that we're going to be talking about today is Bitcoin falling 12% and what that has to do with ransomware and cybersecurity, how the US recovered ransomware payments from the Colonial Pipeline, and lastly, what one US official said about ransomware and how they feel that what the Biden administration should do. So let's get started and talk about Bitcoin falling 12% and why. So just to give you a very quick 10-second recap, as many of you know, with the Colonial Pipeline and the gas situation, one of the things that the US finally did, and I would say publicly finally did, was actually to retaliate against the ransomware group called DarkSide. These are essentially the hackers. And what the US government did was they essentially recovered the ransomware payment. And the reason why Bitcoin fell is because if you know anything about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, for the most part, this is an anonymous way to transact, to do business without anybody knowing. There's a lot of times, for whatever reason, people want to send money, and usually it's for nefarious or bad reasons, and they're essentially trading money from point A to point B under the radar so that the government does not know. And Bitcoin fell because the U.S. government, via the specialized ransomware task force created by the Biden administration and the FBI, where they were able to go in and seize the money. So all of the criminals now that are using ransomware, and they're using ransomware to essentially hide, are now afraid because perhaps their type of business that they're doing and they're running is next by the government, because now it's proven that the US government does have a way to seize this money. So this is very interesting. And as this article continues to say, the FBI was able to identify the virtual currency wallet used by the hackers and recovered the proceeds from there. So again, if the FBI can do it with this hacking group, DarkSide, what else can they do? And that's the reason why the Bitcoin is now value less than 12% now. So the next thing is what that means for your business. Does that mean, oh, great, the hackers are no longer going to go after us because now the government, we know the government can go after them? Not at all. So you have to remember, this hack, the hackers DarkSide, and what they did, they went after the gas lines that provides 45% of the gas to the east coast of the United States. They poked the wrong bear. They messed with the wrong people. And the FBI and all of the different agencies that the US government has at their disposal went after these hackers and was able to do that. But your little tiny company making 1 million, 5 million, 10, $15 million in revenue, I hate to tell you, but the government is not going to come out and help you. It is still your job to protect your business from cyber attacks, because if you get a cyber attack or you get a ransomware, what you're going to do is you're going to file a complaint or file a report, I should say, at different websites. You can do it at CISA, or you can do it through the FBI. They have a cybersecurity division, and you're going to write down everything that happened. You're going to upload the reports. You're going to upload all the proof and materials that they need, and it's going to be nada. You're not going to hear anything from them. So unless you're providing some type of service where if your business shuts down, 45% of the East Coast will no longer be able to use this service, consider yourself on your own, and you should still be considering cybersecurity. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is what that means as far as U.S. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said that she actually supports banning ransomware payments. So right now, I think it's somewhere in the books that the Commerce Department put out last year that they said that they discourage businesses from paying the ransomware. And also another U.S. official recently said that they discourage it, but if they were to pay, they understand why. But according to the U.S. Energy Secretary, she's essentially saying that the Biden administration needs to write out ban ransomware payments altogether. And if you pay, you are breaking the law, and the CEO or the board or whoever will not only get fined, but they're actually going to be getting jail time, because that's honestly the only way you can force someone or at least convince someone not to pay because of the actions. So I have a few issues with that. First off, imagine if this is a healthcare, let's just say a healthcare industry, a hospital, and they get ransomware attack, or a school and they get ransomware attack. Does that mean that school is going to have to start all over from the beginning and have to basically start from scratch? Or let's just say it's your business. You have a nice $2-3 million a year business, and you have your employees, and you have your vendors, you have people counting on you, your clients are counting on you to provide the goods and the services. And now you get a ransomware attack, and you're in a situation now where you could pay the ransom. Maybe the government investigates and maybe they go after you criminally and civilly, or maybe it's hidden under the radar and they don't even see you, or don't pay the ransom and your business is going to go down. Because when you don't pay the ransom, what's going to happen is that the hackers are going to hold your information and they're not going to allow to use your computer systems. And unless you have a very good backup, or unless you have something in place, you're not going to be able to recover, and you're going to have to start from scratch. And that means letting people go, letting your employees go, and you're going to have customers that no longer trust you. So that is something I think the U.S. government kind of needs to slow down on. I don't believe that is something that right away they should say, if you pay a ransom. I don't agree that you should pay a ransom, but I don't think it's something that tomorrow they should come out, make a law that says if you don't pay the ransom, because unfortunately, cybersecurity is new. Well, it's not new, but it's new to the everyday consumer. And I'm talking with clients all the time about their cyber risk. And one of the notions that they always thought is, oh, don't you take care of that for me already? And that's not the case. Cybersecurity is a specialty. That's what we do. But for a lot of our old clients that were grandfathered, that is not something that we did. So I think companies are going to need time to budget, and doing something like what's the Energy Secretary is suggesting is a good idea in the long term, maybe say in the next 3 or 4 years. But a lot of companies need to tighten up their security. And of course, something like this is definitely going to push them, but it's not something that they should do tomorrow. So just want to provide that quick update. Thank you, everyone, for commenting. Hello, Randy. Thank you, Randy. We have a podcast every Thursday, so feel free to visit us on that podcast as well. And we'll keep you updated as soon as we hear more information about anything related to IT or hackers or cybersecurity. Jump on our channel and we'll be giving you the latest information. Thank you so much.